What's going on YouTube? It's Aaron here, coming to you straight from the trenches, teaching you guys how to build a profitable SMMA. I'm teaching you guys, and I'm also showing you guys through live cold calls, live closing calls, and all that fun stuff. So if you're new here and you like to not only learn about how to grow an SMMA, but watch to see someone else do it, and see that what I teach actually works, be sure to hit subscribe and hit a like on this video as well, and also comment below and tell me a little bit about yourself. Ask questions. I respond to every comment I get on this channel, so yeah, feel free to leave a comment below. But let's get right into it. We're going to get into SMMA client acquisition tools you should build before you go out there and start prospecting, whether it's for your first or for your next SMMA client. And don't worry, you don't need any experience, you don't need any case studies to build these tools and take advantage of them. In fact, I highly recommend you build these tools if you don't have any case studies or testimonials behind your back, simply just because they help gain the client's trust, so that way they know you, like you, and trust you. If the client knows you, likes you, and trusts you, they are willing to pay you, $1,000+ or however much you want to price for your Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, digital marketing, web design, whatever type of online service that you offer. First tool I really highly recommend you build, especially if you don't have any client testimonials, if you don't have any case studies, is what's called a video sales letter. So what this is pretty much a video sales letter, or a sort of ebook, or some way to give value first. It pretty much just describes it. First, it answers a client's question, which if you're offering marketing services, it could be 3 ways to get more clients or to get more customers, depending on your niche. Or if you're offering SEO, you can say 5 ways to enhance your SEO. Just a video sales presentation that shows that pretty much teaches the client what you do, and shows them that you are the master, you are the authority when it comes to getting clients in that specific niche, that specific result. So this video sales letter is pretty much, you describe who you are, what you do, you introduce the problems that the client might be facing, and then you say how you would go about and solve those problems. They know that you know your stuff because you're telling them insightful stuff that, if you explain it well, if you really know what you're doing, they're going to be like, oh wow, that makes sense. This guy really knows his stuff. And then what's most likely going to happen is that the client's going to put you on much more of an authority. They're going to treat you with much more respect, and they're going to help, and that's going to help you close them as a client down the line, when you have your sales conversation and stuff. So you might be asking, how do I build this video sales letter system? How do I make the perfect video? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you guys how you can learn how you can do that by the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So one very big caveat with the video sales letter is that you really want to be very niche specific when it comes to making the video sales letter. Because if I'm, let's say, a carpenter, if you send me a video sales letter about how to just get customers in general, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this may work for everyone else, but will this work for me? So the more specific you make it, the better it is. They say the riches is within the niches, and if you sell to everybody, you sell to nobody. So you have to choose a niche, which the resource I'm going to talk about at the end of the video is going to also talk about. And then once you choose a niche, you want to make a video sales letter on pretty much how to get them customers. And then once you make that video sales letter, you can send it out to people, to potential prospects, for them to watch. And then you can ask them if they want to book a call with you. You really need to be niche specific when it comes to making a video sales letter. So the next tool I use, this tool is optional, and there's like a kind of a debate on whether you need this tool or not. I just say the more tools you have, the better, is to have a website. So I know there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, you don't need a website for your SMMA. Well, for one, if you want to host your video sales letter somewhere, it may just be easier just to put it on a website. And also, you're gonna get more clients if you have a website, because websites help build trust. Because if a client asks for your website and you can't provide to them, they're just gonna think that you're just a fly-by-night shady marketing guy that just wants their money. So clients are going to expect that, you have something as well, whether it be a website or a video sales letter. You need something, because if you're just a random person from the internet that's contacting them about marketing, they're getting a lot of other messages from other people who already have some of these resources in place, so they're already ahead of you in that way. But especially if you have no experience and no case studies, if you don't have like a website or if you don't have a video sales letter, what would you think? And the thing is, the website doesn't have to be, some huge complex, hoo-ha boo-ha type of website. It can be like a very plain and simple website that you can just literally just take a template, don't even move the template, just put in pictures, put in the words, and then you're all set to go from there. And hosting websites can be very cheap. I know I personally use Wix, but you can use WordPress for completely and utterly free. I just use Wix because they also have like, you can send out invoices and stuff through there, and it's all one system overall through Wix. But you can use WordPress. There's many different websites you can use, and just use a template, make it simple, and only spend 3 to 5 days max making the website, because you don't want that to be a whole time and focus, because that's not going to be the thing that convinces the client. It's going to help you get that client. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to get more clients, but it's not going to be the thing that's going to help you actually get the client. So, just building a website overall, it's optional, but I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And, how do you build this website? Again, the resource I'm going to be talking about by the end of this video, it's going to show you how to do just that. So if you're liking what you're seeing so far, go ahead, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button, smash that like button for the almighty YouTube algorithm so he can push out my videos to a brand new audience, and it will encourage me to make more videos just like this, because I know what you guys like, and then I can make more videos that's going to help you get more and more clients so you can grow your SMMA agency the right way. Okay, the next tool I use is just a lead scraping tool. So one of the longest parts about actually, trying to find SMA clients is just trying to go on different websites, different directories, and all this types of stuff, just to get the name and the contact information of the client. And you build it takes you like 30 minutes to an hour to build a list of like 30 to 40 people, and then you can reach out to those 30 and 40 people in like one day, and then you have to spend another couple of hours to build that list again. I was like, you know what, that I'm just going to use a tool that's going to scrape hundreds of thousands of leads for me, so that way I can get all the information I need. If I want to, I can go on their website and find a little bit more information if I really want to, and then reach out to them either through cold calling, cold emailing, cold DMing, all that fun stuff. But yeah, just having a lead scraping tool, it just makes your life so much easier, because you want to be spending most of the time reaching out to business owners, not just finding them for the most part. So the tool I use is called Lead Extractor, which you just go on to Google Maps. You're going to see it on screen right now, and then you can download all these different leads. It's a very cheap and affordable price. You can also use D7 Lead Finder as well. That's a really nice tool. But I just personally use Lead Scraper because I just find it cheaper, and it's unlimited leads. No hassle. They give you pretty much as much, if not more information than D7 Lead Finder does. So there'll be a link in the description below for that tool. Try it out, give it a whirl, see if you like it. And then it just makes your getting SMA clients a lot easier when you're out there reaching out to them, not just trying to find their information. So the next tool I use is just a proven message script. So pretty much you want a message script that works, gets clients, and simply just because you don't just want to say, hi, can I give you Facebook marketing, can I give you Google marketing services? That's not gonna work. You're gonna need a proven script that actually works. So if you want a proven script, I do offer my cold call, my cold email script completely free, no strings attached. Link in the description below for that, just to see that script. And overall, you can use it when you're making your cold calls, your cold emails. You can customize it to any niche, and use it from there, and actually start getting booked appointments using the framework of the script. That's the thing. You don't want to copy the script exactly word for word, because the script is my own style, and my style might not fit your style. The words I use may not fit the words that you use, and you want to sound as comfortable as possible when you're reaching out to these clients, whether it be either through cold emailing, cold calling, cold DMing, physical outreach, going door to door, whatever outreach method you use. So use my script as a template, get the framework of it in your mind, and then I really highly recommend you make your own script, but that just has the same framework as mine. Simply just because, if you make your own script, you know it well, you know it by heart, and you own it. And that's going to make you much more confident, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to get clients. And the last tool that I use to actually help me get clients is right up here, and that's my mindset. So I have the mindset of that it is a numbers game. The more people I reach out to with quality messages, not spammy messages, it's not like a huge numbers game, but like the more people that I reach out to with a nice quality message, which I know works, the more clients I'm able to get when I prospect. And I know that, if I send 100 messages, maybe, 3 or 4 of them will actually turn into, people replying to me, and maybe only 1 or 2 of them will turn into meetings. And you know what, that's fine. And I know that, 90% of the time, I'm not going to get a meeting from the people who I reach out to for the most part. And that is 100% fine with me. But that is the mindset I have. I can't expect just to send, 10 messages, get 10 appointments, and get 5 clients just like that. I know that there's going to be a lot of bumps along the way, and I know that I'm not going to give up if I get, a bad reply. And I get bad replies all the time. No matter the messaging script that you use, no matter how personal it is sometimes, you're sometimes just going to get a horrible, nasty reply that they're going to curse in it. Or, if you cold call them, they're going to curse at you, which is, I'd rather them curse at me than for them to hang up the phone. Like, it's just the mindset you need to, keep going and just expect those things to come along the way. And then you could just be like, okay, I expected this, let's keep going for it. And that's what's going to get you the client. All these tools are great. All these physical, or digital tools are great. But if you don't have the mindset, no amount of tools, not even case studies or testimonials, are going to help you get SMMA clients for the most part. So yeah, you need the mindset so that you're going to go through a lot of ups and downs when it comes to prospecting. And if you don't have this mindset, you're going to have a real tough time, and you're going to possibly give up when you're just on the cusp of actually getting your first or your next client. But getting a mindset like this takes time. Once you go through it a couple times, then you'll get the mindset. Keep repeating it to yourself, be consistent with it, and you're just bound to get clients. What about the resource I was talking about in the beginning of this video? So I am putting the finishing touches right now on a step-by-step course on how to get your first or your next SMMA client. This course is going to be solely focused on getting your first high ticket client. So this is like, if you don't have any good case studies or good testimonials, if you don't have any experience whatsoever, this course is going to show you step by step, and you're going to also see me, live making the cold call, making the, doing the discovery call, the closing call, different closing calls as well. You're going to see a lot of live action from me, a person who had no experience, no case studies behind in his name, and how exactly I was able to get my first high ticket client, and then even just the closing call of my second $2,000 high ticket client. So that is on the way, and it's going to talk about in detail the resources I talked about here. How to build a good video sales presentation, how to build a great website that gets people to know, like, and trust you. All these resources that I use, and how to make them step by step. What to say in the closing call. It's gonna have so much different components to it, all of which that's gonna help you get your first client. And I made this because no one teaches this. There's a lot of other Facebook ads or whatever courses out there. They don't teach you how to get your very first client. They just may make it like a module, and that module is not helpful because they just say, oh, just message a bunch of people and offer a free trial, then boom, you'll get your first client. There's a couple more steps into it that I didn't learn, that I had to learn the hard way. But this course, you're gonna not only know what to do step by step, but you can watch me do it when I had no experience, step by step, because I've recorded my whole journey along the way. And then once you hear me talk about the theory, you hear me practice it, you're gonna be convinced that you can do it too, and then you'll be able to get your first $1,000 plus client. So it's going to be released very soon. It's going to definitely be released before the end of July. So if you want to get updates of when I release it, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. But also join my Facebook group, the SMMA Client Acquisition Tips, Tricks, and Accountability group. I'll be posting updates there, as well as other tips and tricks and other ways you can get SMMA clients. So yeah, those are the client acquisition tools I use to help me get my first client, and that I use to this day that help me get more and more clients. So be sure to click on the video up there if you want a more in-detailed look of the tool I use, Lead Extractor, to get leads in a matter of just 5 minutes. So that way I don't have to focus on finding the leads, I can just contact them. I'll see you guys in that video. Take care.